Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and a brand new Stylecast. If you're new here and you don't know what a Stylecast is, it's a fashion forecast for the week ahead where I give you real outfit inspiration based on what I'm wearing, what I'm going to be wearing this week ahead based on the weather of where I am. Now, a lot of times with these Stylecasts, I do put a theme to it. So while I'm giving you outfit inspiration based on the weather, and that's one theme that's always running through these, I also like to give you themes of maybe what to wear, capsule wardrobes, how to create your looks, your signature looks. And on this Stylecast, what I want to do is highlight how to still look classy and maybe even expensive as a tourist. Because a lot of times I think that we are dressing for comfort, we're sightseeing, we're walking a lot, and the heat might be a lot, so we're wearing things, to be comfortable, but there's a way to do it where you still look classy, where you still are respecting even the local sort of culture. So that's what we're gonna do for this week's Stylecast. I've got some great tips for you that I'll be giving along the way for every day of the week. And I should mention that this is going to be a little bit of a different Stylecast because the weather this week, the whole week, it's the same weather every day of the week. So for this week, we have a high of 77 and a low of 67, and it's sunny here in Cabo. So I'm going to be giving you a lot of casual, smart, everyday outfits to wear for that kind of weather. Hopefully that's going to be really applicable for the summertime anyway, and just give you lots of inspiration on what to be wearing this summer. And also if you're taking that trip and you want to just really reference this as a packing guide as you're getting ready to go on a trip. So let's dive in. So my first tip is to wear white. And I think you've probably done this if you've been on vacation somewhere warm. It works really well, obviously, because of the heat and the sun. To wear white, it keeps you cooler, but it also just looks so fresh and clean and gives those kind of like zen, relaxed vibes that you want when you're on vacation. And I did this look with my white dress that I brought here to Cabo. I paired it with my white sandals, and then I paired it with my white sunglasses. So this is a full-on white tonal look. I think it really works. And especially with a little bit of a tan, it starts to look really good. Obviously, safe tanning. A side note on that, I have found that if you gradually build a tan by wearing sunblock and sitting in the shade and just getting a little bit of sun as you're walking from place to place, or even just the reflection of the sun that hits when you're sitting in the shade, I have been able to gradually and safely build a tan. I hope safely build a tan that way. So just as a side note, that might be something to consider. And then I finished this off just with this little tote bag that's in the natural jute, color and fabric. And so that also really works to have that kind of relaxed, but still a bit polished vacation vibes. Tip number 2 is to choose natural fibers. They always look more expensive and they definitely keep you cooler. You do not want to be wearing polyester or some of these rayon, these other man-made petroleum-based fabrics during these hot temperatures. And as I said, they just look nicer. It is a more expensive feel, especially you'll just notice that a short in a linen is so much nicer than a polyester. And yeah, it gets wrinkly because it's linen, but that's part of the look. It's part of the sort of, I'm on vacation and I'm wearing, these sort of fabrics because they work so well while I'm here and it's warm. So I would say go for a linen. Here I've gone for a linen short and a linen top, a blouse that's a sleeveless blouse, button up in the front. I've tucked it in the front, left it loose in the back. I love this sort of style. And again, here I'm going more tonal, which is something that I kind of mentioned previously in the other look. I did say to wear all white, love that. But another option is to go tonal. So wearing all beige or all, hues of a certain white or gray, or even maybe a green would be really beautiful. Those are the kinds of looks that you want when you're on vacation, and they just translate to a more expensive, more polished look while still keeping you cool. And then I finished this look off with my white sandals and then my straw hat. And that is a bonus tip. definitely go for a wide brim hat, an actual straw hat, or yeah, I would say straw, especially because it's so hot. You want something that's still gonna breathe a little bit and be lightweight. Don't go for a ball cap. That will read tourist like no other. Well, that and maybe some other things I'm gonna mention further in the video, but I would say go for a wide brim straw hat instead of a ball cap. You get more sun coverage, you know, all the way around, and it just looks super chic. It really helps polish the look. Tip number 3 is to ditch your backpack or your fanny pack. Although there are some fanny packs that are kind of making their way into a more stylish realm, I will give you that. But ditch those and go for a crossbody bag. Here I'm highlighting my mini crossbody bag, which I absolutely love. I was hesitant about this bag. I thought maybe it wouldn't be very practical because it's so small, but I have gotten so much use out of it because you can just stash your credit cards, some cash, your key card, you know, to your hotel room. And I even have found one of those little hand sanitizers that's shaped like a card. I'll link to it. It's great. That fits in there. So anyway, I can't get enough of this little crossbody bag. Of course, you could go a little bit bigger, definitely. There are so many great sizes, but just to hang it across your body and then have it in the front so you know where it is, you know, you've got eyes on it, something that zips shut or has a flap that, you know, definitely crosses over, just to keep everything secure in there as you're traveling. Always a good idea. The other thing I want to highlight is the phone strap, and this is something that I picked up while I've been here in Cabo. It's so fun. It just adds a little pop of color to your outfit. You can definitely go more fun like I did here, or you could go, you know, more luxe with something like a gold chain. Phone straps are definitely coming into vogue anyway, and they do really kind of polish your look. So I wasn't able to show you fully how it looks because I'm filming with my phone, but you can see that it would attach to it and then I can just have it over my arm, and I had so much fun. I actually wore this outfit. This is a green dress, cotton dress, midi dress with my Loewe sandals and a hat, and then I just wore this when I went shopping in San Jose, and it was great because my hands were free, but I had everything on me and I knew where it was, which is everything that you want when you're out shopping. You want your hands to be free, but you want to feel secure about your personal belongings. So this combo has been great, and I've actually worn it a few times since then. Before we move to the next look, just a quick reminder to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and thank you so much if you have. Tip number 4 is all about footwear. Choose your footwear carefully. So I think a lot of times, especially Americans as tourists, get a lot of flack for wearing trainers and just looking frumpy and not chic. And I get that, I totally do. And as a side note, I would say we also tend to wear our athleisure a little bit too much. Leggings and tank tops, sports bra straps hanging out, like all of that. Yes, it's comfortable, but it is not chic, and it is a lot of times not appropriate. So stay away from that and choose your footwear carefully. I would say that white is having a good moment, so focusing on a white sandal or a white sneaker, but this is different than the trainer that you would be wearing in the gym. This is something that's a little more street chic, and I'll have some different ones linked below for you that you can check out, but this is like the Adidas, or this is your Golden Goose sneakers, or I mean, so many different brands are making them. The On Running, all of these brands have a chicer version, more neutral colors, and white is still having a moment that you can get away with it. You can wear it with dresses, you can wear it with your shorts, and obviously you can wear it with your jeans. So this is a great option, especially as you're traveling and you don't want to have too much in your luggage. I would also say the white sandal, and that is what I've gone for here. It is so hot here that I don't think I would wear a sneaker. I would be wearing a sandal, and going for one from Birkenstock is such a good option because you're going to get that arch support. I wore these sandals during my pregnancy, and they literally became the only shoe that I could wear because I needed that support. So if you're walking around and you're sightseeing all day, you're doing a lot of mileage, covering the cities that you're visiting or the places that you're visiting, this would be a really good option. And for this look, I have my denim dress that I just belted with a leather belt, and then I finished that off with my sunglasses. I love this look. It's just so easy, every day, going out, sightseeing, and definitely for when I'm home too, but very comfortable, both in the materials and how it breathes, but also in the footwear. Tip number 5 is to dress a little bit more modestly. So oftentimes when we're traveling, we're in different cultures, they are observing different traditions, religions, different ways of being that we can respect and we can observe and not necessarily go overboard, but just be respectful by covering up a little bit more. So what I would suggest is just do away with those spaghetti straps. Make sure your shorts and your skirts aren't too short. And that's why I opted for this outfit, which is this amazing jumpsuit. So I have these short sleeves covering my shoulders. It's not too low cut, and it has a nice length on it as well. And because it is made from one of those quality fabrics that I was talking about, of a nice cotton, it's breathing, it's great for when I'm in the heat. It looks really cute, it looks really polished and put together, and it's very versatile if I'm going into a church, if I'm going into a museum. I do feel like it's appropriate. So this is a really good option to definitely have in your luggage as you are packing and making a trip where you might be going into some of these places, doing some sightseeing, to opt for a jumpsuit like this. And I just finished it off with my sandals, and you could add sunglasses or a hat, crossbody bag, of course, as we talked about, to finish it all off. But these kinds of numbers are great because they're kind of like an outfit all in one, and if you get the right one that fits you well, it's the right color, you just feel really good in it too. Okay everyone, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this has been helpful. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. It helps other people find it too. And I will see you next week for a brand new Stylecast.